Say hello for those who are here in purpose. Oh, that's funny. All right. L'chaim. Here we go. Okay, so we're going to talk a little bit about the story of two brothers that didn't quite see eye to eye. Have you ever heard of something like this? How about you live like that? How about two brothers that try to kill each other? Oh my gosh. It's only one brother tried to kill the other. That's right. What a story. The Torah has many stories of brothers wanting to kill each other. Hello, Shalom. Who's watching? Where are you watching from? Who's with us? I'd love to know who's watching. What country? What planet? What universe? Um, so we left off last week talking about how Isaac marries Rebecca. And this week we pick up from the story, and unfortunately, we read how they didn't have any children for a very, very long time. They pray to God. Finally, they have two. Well, she's pregnant. Now, here comes the drama. She doesn't know she has twins. So the Medrash says she's walking down the street and she passes a place of idol worship. Idolworship.us.com. And suddenly she feels the baby is trying to get out. She says, "Wow, what's with my kid? My kid is excited about idol worship. That's not very good." So then she continues walking down the street and she passes by a yeshiva or a synagogue, and suddenly, thump, thump, the child wants. What's wrong with my kid? Is my kid schizophrenic? On one hand, wants to get out, and she's very confused. My child wants this. On one hand, my child wants that. She goes to seek advice from the yeshiva of Shem and Aver. Shem is one of the children of Noah, who apparently was still alive. Very studious, deeply spiritual fellow. And she goes for advice. And he answers her, there are two nations in your womb. They were two babies. They were twins. But one day there would be two nations. And we're going to read about that story today and then where that came from. Now, someone's watching from Lakewood, New Jersey. Unbelievable. Do you think there are any Jews in Lakewood? I don't know. Is there any place for food? And then someone wrote, I'm Asian. Could I convert to Judaism? Anyone could convert. It's possible. All right. Yes, my friend. So, what's that? Yes, your daughter. Oh, yeah, that's right. A person who's a convert is a very, very spiritual soul that finds its way into Judaism. But let's get back to the topic. So if she finds out there are two nations in her womb, they're twins, and they're going to be diametrically opposed to one another. And when she hears that, it brings her peace. So my question is, why, when she hears that she's going to have two nations in her womb, that brings her peace? If anything, she should be completely freaking out. You mean I'm going to have two kids and they're going to fight with each other? Someone just wrote, Shalom, our favorite rabbi. Thank you. That's so nice. That's what I was going for. Favorite rabbi. I appreciate it. I'm going to make a t-shirt. I'm your favorite rabbi. Right. All right, so I want to share with you a perspective on this story that moves away from the literal historical context and gives us a little more of a spiritual meaning that we could all relate to. Has anyone here ever studied the Tanya? If you have, raise your hand or please comment. Yes, Tanya. Some have. Okay, good. The spiritual work, the Kabbalistic text of the Tanya teaches us that a person has two souls within themselves, a godly soul and an animal soul. Have you ever heard this before? This concept. Two souls. God. It's called the Nefesh HaEloki, the godly soul. It wants to share and care selflessly. It wants to give to charity. It wants to help. It wants to love. We also have within us a animal soul. Israel, is it possible to put your thing on mute? Because thanks. An animal soul. We also have an animal soul, and the animal soul. Hey, Daniel. That the animal soul is not bad. It's just selfish. It's survival. And these are the two souls that we have, and they're each fighting to take control of our heart, our minds, our